All right, are we on? I guess we're on. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Let me take my glasses off. Guess there's a little bit of glare there or something. Um, my name is Adam Beasy, and I am going to do this video. I've been thinking about doing this video for a while, just didn't know which format I wanted to do it in. This video is going to be about why I don't go to any of the local gaming stores around me. I've had pretty much bad experiences at all of them. A little bit about myself. I have been a gamer ever since 1984, 1985 with the Mensa Red Box rules. And I have been a gamer ever since. The minute I started reading the basic rules for Dungeons & Dragons, I was hooked. And I knew I was going to do this for the rest of my life. Okay? So, let's start with this here. Okay? The first gaming store I do not go to are these guys right here. Alright, Beard and Brown Coat Comics and Games. I went there for a while. Just stand by one moment. Let me grab something off of my wall here. There we go. And the reason that I do not go to Beard and Brown Coat, and I did go to Beard and Brown Coat for a while. I was doing the 8th edition Warhammer days. I picked up the Dark Imperium set from them. I picked up the Space Marine Codex from them. I was going to get more stuff from them. They do have a nice store, but I don't personally go there because they made this big deal about Mick Foley and Sabu doing an appearance at their store. You know, made a big deal about it and everything else like that. And they were going to be at the Dory Funk show. Dory Funk has a wrestling school in Ocala, Florida, just in case you didn't know. But they were going to be at the Dory Funk school that day too, at their show that they do every month, or they used to do every month. I don't know if they still do or not, but whatever. Okay, so I'm like, cool. Sabu is one of my favorite wrestlers. I can get a couple things signed by him. One of the things I wanted to get signed by him is the original ECW Sabu action figure. This is the original ECW one, not the one that WWE re-released or anything like that. This is the original one, and this would go perfectly next to my Rob Van Dam action figure that I got signed by Rob Van Dam at the first Ocala Comic Con. Really cool piece I got there. And I have the inside of the VCR jacket to the Born to Be Wired pay-per-view. I got it on videotape from a store when that was a thing. And I got the inside of it signed by Terry Funk. So I'm like, man, this would be cool. I can get that the VCR jacket signed by Sabu. That was the one where Terry Funk and Sabu had their barbed wire match in ECW. Great match. And I get the action figure signed, and I'll go next to my Rob Van Dam action figure. That'll be sweet. Wouldn't you know, the day of, Mick Foley canceled for traveling reasons, or travel issues, I guess. And so they announced that, okay, fine, I'm a Mick Foley fan, but I really wanted to meet Sabu. And then a few hours after that, Sabu canceled for traveling issues. Funny thing is that Sabu was at the Dory Funk show that night. So he was in Ocala. So I don't know what happened. In my opinion, they used the fact that Mick Foley and Sabu were coming to Dory Funk school to promote their store. Haven't gone there since. Have not stepped foot in either one of their stores in Ocala or Bellevue. And I won't. Okay? The second store that I do not go to in my local area are these guys right here. Okay? Warpfire Minis. I call them Wokefire Minis. I heard there's a new Warhammer store in town. I was psyched. I was pumped to go there and everything else like that. I pull up. And I'm thinning a little bit there. I pulled up there and was walking up to their store happy as hell. And then I saw a sign about a mask mandate. I immediately turned around, got back in my car, left, never went back there. Okay? You're not going to take my liberty from me. Have a great one. They probably have you show a vaccine card now or something like that. I don't know. Or they probably still have the mask mandate. I don't know. I've never been back there. The third place that I will not go to in my local area are these guys right here. Vibranium Comics. Okay. I went there a while back, I think it was last year, I went there because I had a number of comic books that I needed bags and backs for. And I thought that a comic place would have said bags and backs. Well, they didn't have them in stock. Supply chain issues. All right, well, that's great, whatever. You know, the guy had a nice store and everything like that, and I was gonna come back to his store at a later date and check it out more and everything like that. Sad part is I went home and I ordered the bags and backs I needed from Amazon in like 5 minutes. If I can get them on Amazon in 5 minutes, then you can order them on Amazon in 5 minutes and have them in your store for a new customer, right? And you get to keep that customer, because customer acquisition costs in business, if you're running a real business, customer acquisition cost is one of the greatest expenses for a business, right? So you could have acquired a customer by having the bags and backs there that I would have needed. Even if you made $1 or $2 over what Amazon would have charged you, it would have been a win for you, because I would have been a customer. And I still would have gone back there. But I went to the Ocala Geek Fest Volume 3 or something like that, I think it was, and Vibranium Comics had a booth at this event. And I was walking around. I mean, it's Ocala. What do you want? You know? But it was all right for Ocala. And the guy that owns the place is jumping around the booth, staring at the sun, sweating, just acting all kinds of weird and everything like that. It's like, okay, now I know what's going on. You know, I've been around enough to know when somebody's on a substance. So I won't go back there because I definitely won't bring my kids in that store or anything like that. Because he, there was something going on there. I don't know for sure, but in my opinion, that's what was going on. Okay? The fourth store that I will not go to in my local area is this one right here. Okay, Goblin King Games. The guy that owns this store wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for me. Okay, back in the day, when he lost absolutely everything, I opened up my house to this guy. I opened up my home to this guy, let him stay here until I got back on his feet a little bit. We were friends. We did a whole bunch of cool shit together and everything like that. And then he got a store. He got too good to be my friend, I guess, or something like that, because I haven't heard from him in years. He hasn't even called me up and said, hey, yo, Adam, man, I know you ain't been by my store, man. Why don't you come up and hang out, man? I'll be here, on these days, between this hours, come up and see me. It's been years since I've seen you. No, none of that. None of that. Because when you're done with people, you're done with them, right? Right? So you got no more use for somebody. So you just don't contact them anymore. Even though they opened up their home to you when you had nothing. You would have been on the street living out of a cardboard box if it wasn't for me. But, who cares, right? Nobody cares. But anyway, that's the 4 local stores in my area that I do not go to. I order my stuff off Amazon. Right? Because like I said, with Bearded Brown Coat, I got the Dark Imperium set. I got the Space Marine Codex from them. I order stuff off Amazon and get it shipped to my house because there is no decent gaming store in my area. I've bought Leviathan. I've bought Cadia Stands. I've bought Kill Team. And a whole number of other things for Warhammer 40k off Amazon. And they can deliver right to my house. Would I like to go to a store? Sure I would. But I cannot ethically go to any of the stores in my area. Anyway, that's just me sounding off. I'm sure there'll be some great comments in the comment section. Can't wait to read them. I love reading the ones that are held for review because that was just funny. Especially when I put out the one about Paul Jacquet's dying. One of them was like, her name was Janelle. Oh, you piece of crap. And that comment was held for review. That warmed my heart. Anyway, I look forward to making more videos. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for viewing.